dialed in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some beer money.
Bucks
And brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
and
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. Happy New Year, Nick.
Yeah, you too. You have a good one?
Well, I was drunk.
Good.
And that came with a lot of regret, which we'll talk about before we get into our episode tonight.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was all right, I guess. Yours?
Oh, it was a good New Year. Yeah, I took a little vacation, went down to Texas.
Yeah.
So got to watch the Lions get screwed on in Dallas, right?
We know you loved that.
Oh yeah, I say, but it was really fun because I had a bunch of people. I had a bunch of people there, right, who are Cowboys fans, and then my buddies and my family is Lions fans. So it was really fun to have that little group of mixture of, and we were all respectful about
Right.
that thing. So
Well, that's
it
always
was
good.
really good. To say tonight I'm sponsored really by you again.
Yes.
To say, Sparty Party. Congrats to University of Michigan national champions. Way to go. Yeah, so but the Sparty Party, it's a juicy New England IPA from Big Lake Brewing here in Holland, Michigan. Then I'm gonna go to Lagunitas Island Beats. It's a tropical IPA, which sounds really good. And then when you had a couple weeks ago, you bought me one as well, an after dinner mint from Oddside Ale. So I'm really excited for these. And before I get to yours, because I don't care about you, we are
Sporting new mugs
just
tonight.
like some new mugs for those that are on here. Mine says you have to call me Dragon.
And mine says you have to call me Nighthawk.
It's cool. Mine's not movie quality, but it's okay. So
I rescued these from Break Room Therapy on Saturday, and I was so fucking happy that I sent you an all caps text like a boomer.
yeah, dude, I was.
And I said, guess what I found? Guess what? Guess what?
I say my phone didn't I responded, but my phone didn't respond.
Yeah, I got it like 3 hours later. So I messaged you on Messenger, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I said what?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I asked you what's going on. Like when I get an all caps text, like I was like, all right, this is either gonna be really dumb because it's David or really badass.
And which was it?
It was really badass. Now we have so much more room for activities. For those that don't know, David and I share a love of a favorite movie. It'd be Step Brothers.
Step Brothers love it. We will text each other quotes just out of the fucking blue, and then that goes on for 30 minutes.
And the funny thing is David's big into Star Wars, so every single time I see Chewbacca, I'm like Chewbacca mask, right? So constantly getting the same things. So what are you drinking tonight, sir?
So I'm starting off with from Full, who you have a hat from.
I do.
A Feel Better Blonde, which is actually pretty good. Have you tried this?
No.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not alcoholic tonight because I got so absolutely hammered. I was drinking tequila. I drank half a bottle of tequila on the 30th.
Huh.
I was drinking it like it was water.
Yeah.
So I figured I should probably slow down the drinking a little bit because I don't want to be a raging alcoholic. I already know I'm an alcoholic,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be a raging alcoholic.
Sure. Well, and so I went. Everybody doesn't know, so I cheated on my holidays for food wise, right? And then I got back to it, and I did 5 days of all liquid diet. By that I mean I did 4.5 days. So I had to go to court yesterday. Yesterday was day 5. I had to go to court. I was with a buddy. Okay, my buddy. It's funny because you're good friends when this type of stuff happens.
Yeah.
So I feel bad. His in the between Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that, like he ended up having a baby.
Mhm.
His mother passed away like the next morning. Like they knew. Yeah, it was rough. She held the baby and basically was, there it is. I'm like, man, I gotta go out there and get a beer. I gotta get a beer, stuff like that. We keep saying this, right? But never. He ended up having a really big court case. He's like, hey, I need you at. And I was like, the needs, I will always be there, right? Like
Right.
the wants, it's like, oh man, hey, I'll get there when I can, kind of a thing. And I feel bad. Like I have another good friend of mine. I still haven't seen their kid. It's not a thing against them. I'm just busy and like we're busy in different times. But I have the kids the rest of the life. So, but right. So we didn't even do the court case technically. Like we got an adjournment, some things, whatever. But he's like, man, let's get a drink. And I was like, you know what? Like that's the life I want to live. Like fuck it. Yes, I'm gonna get a drink with you, man. Like so I went and got a drink, and then of course that led to me eating a salad. So I made it 4.5 days. I don't feel bad about it in any way, shape, or form. Got right back on the diet. You know, woke up this morning, had my eggs. I mean, you've seen it. I had a beef stick and a cheese stick, right? So like I'm back on the thing. It's just making smart choices. So
Right.
I am not, I was looking forward to a beer, and so that's why I'm drinking. I'm not doing this dry January.
Hit us with our open.
Yeah, hey, that story about me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate it. We're gonna bring you a great 2024. This is gonna be a huge year for us. We don't know what we're doing because you guys haven't told us yet, but we just know this is gonna be fucking great.
I mean, we always think we're great.
Yeah. Say.
We are tonight going to talk about company bonuses, but before we get into company bonuses, we haven't been together in a couple weeks. Let's just go over shit that's been going on. So I told you what I got my wife for Christmas.
Made me feel like an asshole.
I thought I hit a fucking home run.
You hit a grand slam. Okay, this wasn't.
I've come to the realization. I came to this realization when I was talking to Angela, my therapist, on Monday.
Yeah.
And I said it to Christy later, and she goes, "Yeah, you said that to me before," which means I must have been drunk and said this.
Right. Yes,
because I don't remember having this revelation. My wife says to me sober the things I say to her when I'm drunk.
Right.
And I'm one of those people that, and you relate. If I get hammered, it's because I'm extremely stressed or depressed or high functioning anxiety. There's always a reason for it. It's because I can't turn off whatever feeling I'm feeling, and once I start to feel a little better, I chase it.
Okay,
you even said that to me. You're like, well, you were chasing it, and I was. I was not in any pain. I wasn't upset. I wasn't dealing with things that I've been dealing with, and I'm like, hey, I want to feel this way for a while. And then, of course, you wake up the next morning, you have massive amounts of regret, and you hate everything, and you text your friends, and you're like, I'm a fucking asshole, alcoholic piece of shit. And, whatever. But Christmas night, my wife says to me, I got her tickets to Pink. And we're just off stage. In the 100 section. So we're not on floor, but we're just off side of stage. And she looked up to see where the tickets were, and she goes, "Oh, I thought you got better seats." Nick, I was fucking crushed.
You get this gift of a lifetime. Right? I mean, she's seen Pink, and she was, on the.
She loved it. She was so fucking happy, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna be so fucking thrilled.
Oh yeah, and when I told you, I was like, oh yeah, like how much better could you do, David? Right? Like, yeah.
And she hit me with that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
better seats.
And I was, I was buzzed. I wasn't drunk that night. It was Christmas night, and I had a few watching the football games, and immediately I'm pissed off. And she's trying to walk it back, and I'm not fucking hearing it. And I basically, I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to bed. And she tries to continue talking to me, and I said, listen, if you got me Paul McCartney tickets, they could be in the middle of fucking nowhere. I could be behind the stage. I don't give a shit. I'm there to hear the music. I want to hear Paul sing the hits. I thought I hit a home run, and you took all of that away with your shitty fucking reaction.
I got my, I told you I got my wife and Martin Sexton tickets, and a lot of people don't know who he is. And she gets them, and she's like, "Oh, we're going on a date night." She's happy, and it doesn't matter. Like, they're not the greatest seats in the world. Like, I didn't buy them fast. Like, when we go see Amos Lee, like,
you're on it immediately.
Dude, like, right? I mean, I have you fucking looking sometimes. Hey, boys, like, first one to line up. If we can get this fucking front row, I'll pay the tickets. You guys buy them, I'll pay you. Like, it's guaranteed. Like, just get me these seats. And we're on the golf course that one day. Like, I had an alarm set for 5 minutes ahead of time. I was like, yep, we're getting this. So, and all of us are trying to do this. So, right. But like, I try my best to get what I can, but and dude, you didn't. Okay, gifts are never about the money aspect, but you didn't fucking drop like $60. Like my tickets in total, I think were like $100, 50. After I think they were like 35 and then $14 in fucking fees. Okay, so like I spent $100 on 2 tickets. Yours were not like that.
$420 each.
Yeah, $420 each. And they could have been better.
And we're at Soldier Field, which is a big place.
Huge.
And somehow, if she was head on 150 yards from the fucking stage, she'd have been happier than if she was 40 yards from the stage on the side.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I say, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then, I say it sucks to not feel appreciated, especially when you put that thought and you're like, this is where it's at.
Well, I mean, she's apologized, which fine, whatever, but my wife's a foster kid.
Yep.
So she didn't have a lot growing up and she didn't really get presents and she doesn't give a fuck about it. So every year, I hope to get something that she'll at least appreciate.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, I hit a fucking home run. And I didn't even get a bunt single out of it.
Dude, you know what? I do the same thing. So, like, again, we love Amos Lee. I'll mention the name again. The 1 year I was like, I fucking nailed this, right? I get her a signed guitar, right, from Amos Lee. And granted, the guitar is not his, I'm finding out. It's just like the I don't even know what it's called. Like, I would call it a faceplate. Like, there's a black thing that goes on it. And the guy took that and put it on a guitar. But, like, I was like, this is it. Like, nailed it, right? Like, she's like, cool. And now it sits like by her bed, like on a guitar stand, and it just collects dust and like she did nothing with it, right? I bought her.
She doesn't display autographs like I do,
right? Or like me, right?
Yeah.
But still, like she's like, hey, that's cool. Like she's like, what am I gonna do? But I got her the winemaking kit, right? Like now we make wine, but like I had to wait 2 to 3 years to like, and finally I got pissed off. I was like, we're making wine. Like I have to accomplish something.
Yeah.
I was like, it's already ruined. Let's see what we can do. So we did it and it ended up working out, but like it took years, right? And like I got her dance Arthur Murray. I don't know if that's a national thing or not.
It
but
is.
like, okay, so like it's a dance studio. And those tickets I think are sitting in her old Honda Pilot that's in my driveway. And I'm telling you, this is like a 8-year-old gift now, right? Like I'm like, oh, I fucking nailed it, right? Like it's an activity. She loves to do this. Like, let's go. And that's like as far as it gets, right? It's like, oh, cool, thanks. And it's like, man, I feel like I nail things, and then, oh yeah, cool.
All of a sudden you don't.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this? Oh, that's cool, right? my wife gets me a box of cherry cordials.
Yeah,
and like it have to be the cordials. Okay, I don't want the one with the cream. I want the liquid inside.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Like the and she came home because she got it the day after because it's 50% off, and I'm fucking in love with this. And I was like, holy shit, this is like the best thing ever, right? She got me sorry, right next to me, you guys, an Oculus, I think.
Yeah.
Right, Oculus 2. And she got me one of those. And I was like, this is amazing, right? Like, and then I got yelled at for playing it too much. And so but yeah, so it's just it's hard when you think you've nailed it to then get just shot down that it's not good enough, right?
So she got me some stuff.
Yeah.
And she hates the fact that I have all these cups.
Yeah.
And she got me this Tervis water bottle.
Yeah.
That has, it's not stickers, like it's one sticker that looks like it's sticker of The Office.
Oh, sweet.
Which I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And then she got me the thing she got me that she goes, you're gonna think it's stupid, is the thing I like the
most. Yes.
It's, have you seen on Facebook those things where they have the little tokens for ballparks you visited?
No.
She got me one of those.
Huh.
Dude, it is fucking awesome. And she got me the ballparks that we've been to. So she got me, it's not called Miller Park anymore, but she got me Miller Park and Comerica and Wrigley and Great American Ballpark.
Yep.
And I think that's it. I think those are the only ones we've been to.
Oh, really?
And I actually emailed them and I'm like, it'd be really nice if you had historic ballparks that don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a Cooperstown collection first quarter of this year.
It's amazing.
Which only has like 18 stadiums, but ones I need: Kaminsky Park, Miller Park, instead of instead of American First Financial or whatever, and Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
So I can add those to it. We're gonna go to Cleveland and see a game. I'm thinking we have to take a trip at some point because I have a free companion ticket. So I'm thinking either Colorado or Arizona, and we'll go see either the Diamondbacks or the Rockies.
I would say Colorado because it sounds really weird. You can get to Arizona for pretty cheap. Colorado is actually usually more expensive, even though it's closer. I would say use your free one on Colorado. And the Rockies would be awesome to see, but like, because I mean, you can go to spring training for Arizona. There's so much you could hit down there. So
there definitely is.
My suggestion to you would be just the better value would be going.
Well, and you and I are going to talk about this quite a bit because I'm not really sure what I want to do. I just know I don't want a free companion ticket to go to waste.
Right.
So I might as well go somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the timeshare users group to find me a cheap timeshare.
Yeah.
So.
Let's say, and no, man, I say, I'm sorry she made you feel like it wasn't a home run. Honestly, it was a home run. It is a home run. When she gets there, you're gonna look at the smile on her face and go, see, I knew I did right, but it's just that entire time.
Yeah, it just sucks that she took it away.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there, and I wouldn't do that. So for me, I always got a lot of gifts when I was a kid.
Yep.
So I mean, Christmas was always huge to me because I got a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But for me, ever since I've been older, the giving has been better for me than getting. Sure. Like there were some Christmases we were dirt ass poor and I didn't get shit.
Yep.
And I always told them, and I don't give a fuck if I get anything. It's about Caitlin. She's the kid, whatever.
Yep.
And that's not a lie, but I still feel like, if you don't get something to open on Christmas, that sucks.
Yeah.
And there were a few Christmases I didn't have shit.
I mean, like this Christmas was so different for us this year. My wife's grandma passed away. And so like grandpa still got us like a gift card to Culver's, which we used we used on the trip down. Mm-hmm. But like normally she gets me like a bag of beef jerky and she puts thought into things, right? Which I love those gifts. Her family doesn't do gifts anymore for all of us, kind of a thing. So like that's kind of weird. I sat at like 3 Christmases where I didn't get anything, which is fine, but it's like, man, why can't we do something fun? Like have an activity, have something like, yeah. And so it just this year, like, because back when my wife and I were first married, was seeing my dad and stuff like that. Like we had 9 or 10 Christmases between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, right? Mm-hmm. Like I think it was 9. Yeah. So we were running, 2 or 3 Christmas Eve, like, and then the rest of them on Christmas Day, all the way up. And my grandparents was the 5 o'clock, and we'd get done at like 8:30, and there you go, right? Like it was, that's just how it worked. But like now it's, my grandfather, my aunt had everybody invited. 1 uncle didn't show up. 2 uncles didn't show up. Yep. So, but so I only had 4 out of the 6 aunts and uncles. The aunt that invited us, her kids, of course, were in town. Nope, only 1 of the 2 were in town. And then I was the only other cousin out of the 15 of us that was there. And it was like, and my grandpa didn't show. He's like, no, I'm not going. But I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, old man? Like, why are you being a grouchy asshole? Like, you have no excuse. And I even called him out. I was like, why didn't you show? He's like, the kids don't want to see me. I was like, they fucking invited you, didn't they? And he's like, doesn't matter. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna have this fight with you. It's Christmas. Like, here's your fucking scratch tickets. But like, you have to understand that you have to put effort into this too, right? Like, it's just kind of that type of a thing. And so it's just really different for me, and Christmas was different. And Courtney, she rocks it though. I mean, with her gifts, like I never made her feel bad that I know of, right? Of like things. I'm like, oh man, this is all, like, she always thinks of like awesome things. Like, and don't get me wrong, my Oculus is to get me to work out. But I've only played like I played 1 escape room and then this Gun Raider game or something like that. So
the Creed boxing game is a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm going to give it a shot.
A lot of fun.
So that was our quick holidays. I enjoyed them, but of course there's always that family drama stuff. So speaking of family, how's your mom doing?
She has most of her eyesight back in the left eye that she had surgery on.
Okay.
She finally went to the doctor for the right side of her face that she has still this huge fucking bump on. Yep. So they got her some medication to hopefully help with the swelling, and they want her to have an MRI. So she's got that scheduled because, they're worried about the size of she still has basically a baseball on her, over her eye. But for the most part, she's doing all right. She's hanging in there.
Good.
I wish she wouldn't have fallen, but
shit happens.
I fall all
the time. Do you fall more than? I mean, my mom falls more, but still.
Like Dawn, at one point I fell drunk on Saturday, the 30th.
Yeah.
And Dawn goes, "Yeah, you were falling, and I just knew you were going to hurt yourself, and you just kind of rolled." I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to fall because I fall all the time, and if I'm drunk, I definitely know how to fall."
Oh yeah.
And of course, I'm walking into the house on Sunday after the Gold game.
Yep.
And I have my case with me, and I put my foot on the carpet that's in front of the door, and it slid on me. So I go down to my knees. I hit my right shin on the entry to the door on the metal there, which hurt like hell.
Yep.
and I hit both of my knees, and then I start to fall backwards, and somehow I was able to grab, the cabinet next to the door there and keep myself from falling backwards out the damn door. And then my wife, she pulls up right after this happens, and she goes, "Did you fall?"
No, I'm just on the ground.
I said, "No, this is how I get into the house. I figure I'll drop to my knees and crawl in on my hands."
Oh God, yes.
Yes, I fell. And
Yeah.
again, this is what pisses me off, because if I am drinking and I fall,
Yeah.
immediately I hear, "You're drunk."
Yep.
No, I'm just fucking clumsy. I may be drunk, but I'm absolutely clumsy.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's enough of that, I guess. So we're going to talk tonight about company bonuses.
Yep.
And before we get fully into it, I'm going to go live on TikTok, and we're going to talk there while we're talking here.
There we go. Yeah, so company bonuses, it's something that's really fun for us. It's I can't necessarily say this is political, but it goes to the fact of, right, what people are talking about and how true it actually is, right? Like companies, everybody talks about this $15 and stuff like that. And I'll be the first to admit, like, I don't think minimum wage should be there, because I don't think that most small companies starting out, like break room therapy, honestly, paying $15 an hour shouldn't be a thing until you get established, right? I don't think that let's say the pro shop that I go to for bowling, right? I don't think that Susie bakes a lot, right? Like the $15, it's just not sustainable to get an employee at that point, because you're still learning how much you're making, right? You're learning all of your costs, you're learning everything. It's a whole brand new thing.
Well, and I guess we could always have a staggered thing, but I do agree with FDR. If you can't pay a livable wage, you're not a fucking business. You have no business employing people.
Sure.
And do I think $15 is a livable wage? No, I really don't. $15 an hour is not a livable wage.
Yeah, we've talked about that, but
we'll do whatever we have to do here. It may mean I work more, Dawn works more, we scale back on employees. I don't know.
Right.
What I do know is, looking at what I did was, I went out on Facebook and I put a post on the Bucks and Brews Facebook page, and I said, "Hey, can you tell us if you got a company bonus?" And you can do it anonymously. We won't announce names and stuff. And I had some people that went anonymously, and I had some people that posted on my actual page and said, "Hey, this is what we get for everybody to see."
Oh yes.
And I'm fine with that. I'm going to read some of the responses. I know that most of the jobs I've had don't give bonuses until the one I'm currently at.
Sure.
Okay. I didn't get bonuses anyplace else. And the one I'm currently at does something, but for the holidays, I get annoyed with what they do. I mean, some years it was movie tickets.
Yep.
One year it was how when Netflix came out, Blockbuster tried to compete with them, and they did the at-home DVD thing.
Oh yes.
They gave us a free month to that with a bag of microwave popcorn.
Yep.
So they'll do something. It's a small token, but in all honesty, save your small token and just give me $15. I'd rather just have the $15.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm going to get taxed on your token.
Yeah.
This year there were points on a catalog. You could go pick out a prize. I don't want a prize.
So,
I want cash. Prizes do not pay my medical bills.
Yep, doesn't pay my bills. If you get, and you said, right, the highest prize was a $15 value.
Yeah, it's about $15 value, maybe 20.
I say, but that trying to go sell that, you're not going to get $15 for it.
I'm going to get $5.
Right. It's worth $5 to $10. And so that's kind of where it.
Thanks for the like, Caitlin.
We appreciate it. It becomes that. So yeah, I worked at Gentex for a long time. We got quarterly bonuses, which was very nice, right? But holiday bonus, they'd give us in the beginning when I was working there, they would give us like a box of meat, right?
Yep.
And stuff, or you can get nuts and things. And then we'd always get our bonus for the end of the quarter right before the holiday. So that was nice, but it wasn't, for a holiday bonus, it wasn't really much. And then they changed it to, I think everybody got a $20 or $25 gift card to Family Fare because it was right across the street. And everybody make fun of me because I always just go use it on gas. Like, cool, go fill my tank.
I mean, again, You're using it on what you feel you need to use it on, and then there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, some of the people, right? And one of them, we're going to
dive into his. So some of the responses I got, I feel like I forgot to send oh no, here it is. First response I got was from a friend, and she told me what her and her husband get at 2 different companies.
Yep.
Okay. So she's been at her company less than a year. $250 gift card to Amazon, a basket of cookies. That was her bonus.
Yep.
I don't think that's bad, especially you've been there less than a year. I mean, it's $250.
Yeah, less than a year is great.
Yeah, and again,
close.
If my company was giving me like a Visa gift card,
yeah,
I'd be a whole lot more happy about it.
Well, and Gentex, if you were a new employee in that time frame, right? Because I think you had to be there for the 90 days in order to get bonuses type. So if you were in that October to December hire, they always gave you. I don't want to sell them short. It was 250 or 500. I know it wasn't, but we were getting big bonuses, right? But yeah, they'd always give, hey, everybody's getting 250 to 500 bucks. Again, don't quote me on which one it was, but that was nice of them to do that for people. So, yeah, being there not a full year, 250 bucks plus whatever, not bad.
Yeah. So husband's been with the company over 10.
Yep.
He got a wooden salad bowl. The bowl and the cookies were roughly the same price.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, I don't know what company he works at.
Yeah.
Maybe that's useful.
Yeah.
Maybe he, maybe I can't really say.
Right.
To me, again, I don't want prizes.
Right.
This is a prize to me. Cookies, I'm okay with cookies because people bake for the holidays, even if you're not doing the baking and you're just ordering it from, a gourmet place. Cool.
Yeah.
But that's a holiday gift to me. A turkey or a ham, that's a holiday gift to me.
Yep.
A salad bowl is a prize.
Yeah.
I don't want a prize.
Right.
I want cash or something I can use in lieu of cash.
I was like, how pissed, all right, so it'd be like, all right, great, I got a salad bowl, but like I'd be so pissy to get a fucking salad bowl because it's like now you've just taken up more space in my goddamn cupboards that I don't have space for.
Correct.
And it's like, god damn it, I don't need this. Like, oh, but it's a way to toss. How I toss salad. Say,
I don't want to know.
Say, I don't put it in a bowl and then do whatever. Like I'll throw it in a container and shake it. Like boom, there it is. Like now it's done. I don't have time for this stuff.
No, it's absolutely
the same.
Another buddy of mine who I know through coaching came back with bonuses. What's a bonus?
Right.
Which I totally understand.
Yep.
And he works for an international company, a huge international company that is in the news right now for countries taking their product off of shelves because it's too fucking expensive.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I mean, go figure on that one. I'm not going to say the company.
Yep.
Girl I used to coach gets a yearly bonus that's paid out in April. So what their bonus is congruent to either 1% to 5% of their yearly pay.
Yep.
And that's good. I mean, I get that for a raise, I guess, but I don't get a one-time payment of anything.
Sure.
And I think I got a 3% raise last year, which equated to, I don't know, $1,400, let's say.
Yeah.
I mean, getting a $1,400 bonus plus that raise would make me feel a hell of a lot more appreciated.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't think that's bad.
No. Well, and my buddy, I was talking to my buddy. When I was in Texas, and we were talking about, hey, he's like, hey, how's the podcast and stuff? And I was like, oh, we're talking about bonuses when we get back. He's like, yeah, so like that's what makes my company that much better. He goes, I could always go find whatever, but when he first started out, it was let's just say 5% of his salary, and then he gets his raises, and then every year they've basically added, but like, and I don't know how much each time, but he's like, yeah, I've been there 10 years now, and I'm getting 16% bonuses.
Wow.
And I was like, and he's making
good money,
really good money, right? Like
that must be nice.
Yeah, my one buddy, My one buddy, I'll tell you, right? So I was talking to him and he's like, all right, there's two really important days of my job, right? He goes, I was making, $150,000 for the year. And I got it. He goes, the first time I ever got my bonus was $2 million. I said, holy shit. He goes, yeah, so we make this. And he goes, then I left, or no, so that when he got 250, no, he was making 250,000. He got a bonus of like 100K. Then he left that to go to a different job, same field and stuff like that. And they offered him like 150,000 a year, but they promised him, hey, like this is how we do our structure. And he goes, like, I trusted them. And he said, look, I made 150,000 or whatever, and then with a $2 million fucking bonus.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's big. He goes, that was the only 2 days. He goes, otherwise, every year after that, I chase that bonus, I chase things. And I was like, dude, $2 million, like that, like that's completely different than your salary.
Yeah.
I was like, the difference between you and me is I would live off my $150,000, right? And he goes, yeah, but you always chase more and you chase. And he lives a whole different lifestyle than I do, right? And I was like, man, it's a whole new thing to me, right? But my buddy, right, he's in a normal job, kind of like you, he is an engineer, I'm not gonna lie, right? And he makes really good money for the company, and every year they just give him a bigger bonus, like, and so that he gets 3% or whatever increase, and then but his bonus goes up every time. And I was like, that's awesome, man. Because when he's like, hey, what do I do? Like, I maxed out on my 401k, I maxed out on my IRA, I maxed out on that, and he's like, what do I do? And so we had a great conversation about that.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, here, these are things I would invest in. And his husband's a doctor who just now, he's been a doctor for years, a few years, but now is making real doctor money, right? Because like there's the whole like hire thing. And, I was like, dude, there's going to be a time when you guys have this quick debt paid off. It's going to take you a very, very short time. And then you're going to have FU money.
Yeah.
Right? Like you already have it, but like just pay your debt first. And then you're going to be the person that's going to be investing with me, and we'll succeed together, kind of a thing.
Yeah. And for anybody on TikTok, if you get a bonus at work, let us know what that is.
Yeah. Tell us your bonuses.
So have another friend of mine that, before they got laid off, they got quarterly bonuses, which was a percentage of the wages they made for that quarter.
Yep.
Seems like people get bonuses and I'm sitting over here going, well, what's a bonus?
I say no. I mean, Gentex again, that was quarterly, right?
We do get one a year.
Yeah.
Couple $100.
Yeah.
5 maybe.
And it's not even a percentage of what you make, right?
No.
Like, and that's the weird thing to me.
Yeah, there's no percentage of what we make.
Yeah. Like Gentex, we got a percentage of the earnings, right? And so it was nice, I mean, I constantly, I was getting 25%, right? And so it was great. Like it was 3 paychecks in one kind of a thing.
So another person that we've had on the show does not get bonuses, but they get weekly incentive pay that they can earn.
Yep.
On top of their hourly wage. And they also get a 401k matching and discounts on purchasing company stock. Now, I do get a 403b match.
Yep.
But I don't really look at that
That's
as a
not
bonus.
That's not a bonus.
That's part of my benefits package.
Correct. That's a benefit. That's not a bonus. That's a benefit.
So the next one I know you want to dive into. One of my friends got a $25 Meyer gift card and a little bag of candy.
You know what? And we're not going to call out. Doesn't matter who the person is.
Nope.
So $25 gift card to Meyer, which is a place that this company works for.
Correct.
Okay.
They're a vendor basically of,
there you go.
Of
Yes,
Meyer.
Correct. And a bag of candy.
Little
bag of Christmas candy. So let me tell you a little bit about this company because I looked it up because I'm an asshole. This company has 223 employees. Okay. Not huge. It's a very, but it's not a small business, right? I mean, it's a business. 223 employees. The annual revenue on this company, $75 million.
I spent less than $6,000 on those gift cards.
Yep.
How much? 75 million?
75 million. Yearly, right?
Yeah.
So, if you go on to look, revenue in total 653 million. The average person, right, makes $43,000 a year.
That sucks.
Yep. Manager range anywhere from 43 to 44. All right, 43.5 to 45 is basically per year. Is how much these people on average make. Right. And you made $75 million, right? And we'll divide that 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Divide that by how much did you say the whole grand total was?
Less than $6,000. 55, 60 or 75.
Yeah. $55,000. Sorry, I have to do math quick.
No, go for it.
You know, it is so we said the whole grand total of their gift was $30, correct?
Yeah, you could probably say $30.
But let's just say so $5,500 for everybody in total is
so if you add in the extra $5, you're at $6,690.
6,000. So let's just round it up to 7,000.
Might as well.
Just for me. It's one it's 1/10,700 10,000th millionth. Yeah, right. It's not even 10,000th of a percent.
Yep.
That they spent on bonuses for these, like of their revenue. Not even a 10,000, not even 100. Like it's not 100. Like we're talking 10,000s, right? So a minute amount of money, like $6,000 is what they made in a minute, right? Because how many minutes? 525,600 minutes, right? Because rent tells me this. But so in less than an hour, right? These people made that much money.
Yeah.
Right. Made their entire bonus for everybody. That's how much they made in an hour for this company.
Yep.
Right. You know, I could be off by 2 hours. I don't fucking know. But I'm just saying, like the whole point is
to play devil's advocate. I've not looked at their profit and loss. I don't know if how profitable they are.
Yeah.
But for a $75 million revenue company,
yeah,
to spend less than $7,000 in bonuses is it tells you what their employees mean to them.
Yeah. Sorry, I just because I had to know. So there's 8,760 hours, and we were at 6,000. So they didn't even spend 1 hour's worth of the whole entire year. They didn't spend 1 hour's worth on these people.
Yep.
Right.
Which again tells you what those employees mean to their.
Yeah. Well, that company's shit for we agree like with how they take care of these people and stuff like that. They work you to death. Well, there's
somebody wants to go live with us.
138 salaries.
What's happening?
There's a paper.
There is a paper.
I would end this live.
Oh, good.
There
You
you
left
go.
it.
Yeah. We got to figure out how to end that.
Yeah, I don't typically take yes, so
yeah,
I did not know. Anyway, sorry about that. People that are listening.
Yeah, say we should. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast with a female face in the bottom there joined us. So thanks, Mr. Beast. But
yeah, we're talking bonuses here.
Yeah, I said, like, what Mr. Beast gives for bonuses.
Yeah.
Granted, I watch their people get stuff all the time, but I wonder if he gives bonuses above it.
Yeah, good question. So next person, they got an extra $100 at the end of the year.
Yep.
If they do 18 hours of training, if they do the 18 hours of training that they have for the year. Okay. Again, it's something. A good friend of ours that is a boss, they gave $500 Visa gift cards to every employee.
Sure.
Which, I mean, that's
and
helpful.
And the person actually works for a smaller company from what I remember, right?
It's not a huge company.
Yeah, but they make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But like it's a smaller company.
maybe
But-
150 employees, maybe.
And granted, I base it off of him, but
Yeah.
I know they make he makes decent. I don't know how
Yeah.
they treat their lower employees, but he's upper management, right?
Well, he now is the
President?
and CEO. So
Yeah. So, I mean, right.
I think he's both.
Oh, Jesus.
So, I
But-
mean,
But say 500, that person needs to step their game up, and 500 is enough as a president and CEO. Come on.
so another buddy of mine I went to school with, originally their bonuses were based on performance of the department, which was better as our department accounted for 80% of all revenues. They are now based on quarterly to-do lists and then company financials. It went from almost 2,000 a quarter to about 200, which,
Wow.
I mean, if I'm that employee that it went from 2,000 to 200, I'm mad.
Yeah.
But if I'm me, man, I'd love $200 a quarter because
Guaranteed money.
yeah, it's guaranteed money and I'm not getting that money. So, I'd be thrilled with it, but that is just me. And him and I actually went and talked for, reasons why not everybody's doing bonuses anymore, why they've shrunk so much. And we had quite a deep conversation about it, which, was nice to catch up.
And I look at I look at two $25 bonuses and candy as a pizza party.
Yeah,
Granted,
basically.
A pizza party is fine for somebody like me, right? I have very few employees, and it's just nice to have kind of a thing, right? Gentex, when I worked there, I love pizza days, right? It's funny to me.
But they were doing other things for you. It
Correct.
wasn't strictly, hey, we value you. Here's your bagel.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, right. We got bagels one day. It was nice, but, it was. And most people don't realize it. Okay, I do give as much as they treated me like shit at the end. Dude, my healthcare was really decent. Okay, my 401k match, I want to say it was 6% or something it was total of 4. Because I had to put the extra 50. They gave me quarterly bonuses, which the company was good, so it was good. If the company was shit, it wouldn't be as great. They gave me school mat, all their benefits were good. The amount of stuff. So I'm not mad about who they are as people and how they take care of things.
Again, you got drummed out of there
100%.
because of who you are.
Correct.
And the fact that you didn't need them.
Correct.
And you made it known that you didn't need them
very quickly.
And again, I always go back to Carlin because Carlin has shaped my worldview so much.
Yeah.
What a company wants is they want obedient workers.
100%.
They don't want people that think for themselves or people that don't necessarily need them.
Yep.
And you went from an obedient worker who needed the job to somebody that went to work because it was something to do.
Yep.
And when COVID hit and you didn't have to go, you're like, yeah, you can leave me off for as long as you want because other people need this money way more than I do.
Yep.
And they heard that and it said, no way we can hold anything over Nick's head because he doesn't need us. And that terrifies companies because if they don't have you there because you need to be there, then they have to give you reasons to want to be there and they don't want to work that hard. It doesn't matter the company. They just don't want to work that hard.
Well, and it's funny because, right, if they would have came to me and gave me a pay cut the way they did, let me keep my job, my position, to be honest with you, I probably would have fucking done it.
Yeah.
Right? Sounds really weird. But the shit job.
You liked your job.
Oh, 100%, right?
You didn't need your job. You liked your job. You enjoyed what you did.
Yep.
You wanted to keep doing it.
Yep.
What you didn't enjoy is the job they made you do.
Correct.
You hated it every fucking day because you told me. And I've had these jobs at my company.
Yep.
There were times I sat there and I said, if I fucking have to go in tomorrow, I'm going to blow my brains out.
Yeah.
And you told me you would sit in the parking lot in your car for 20 minutes and then just say, fuck it and go home.
Go home, bro. Like that's bad. I mean, it's just not something I could do. But so again, as a company, but they're good, but the random, sorry, so many butts from me, guys. We're talking about salad tossing and butts. It's kind of weird here. I give them credit, for the things that they do for people, and
not a bad company, just
bad people.
Again, it's the horrible capitalistic culture that most of the corporations out there love.
Yep. And let's figure that out. Sorry, I wanted to go back to our buddy's company.
Yeah.
Times the $45,000 per person
Mhm.
is so they're okay. They're paying out on average $10 million,
Which
and they're
you
making
got to figure executive wise, they probably have, let's say they have 20.
sure.
So let's multiply that 45,000 by, let's say 200. Let's say they have 23.
23 executives.
Yeah, let's say they have 23 executives. So multiply it by 200 instead.
200. Okay,
So they're paying 9 million to the workers.
sure.
And then the other 23 are getting who the fuck knows how much. But let's say they're getting another 15.
Yeah. Well, I say, and the workers are getting, that's just an average, right? So
Mhm.
like it's less. So I mean, they're probably only making like 30,000, and then that's 10,000 extra per 200, right? So if we do this by 35, that's 2 million extra right there. Like so, actually 3 million, for the employees. So there's $3 million probably going to the top, and then the other 7 is split between the 200
Yeah.
people, right? So but so they're making 7 to 8 times more money than what they're paying out.
Yeah.
Which, to
And
me,
again, I know their benefits package aren't that good.
sucks. Absolutely bullshit. Right. It sucks so much that the person couldn't do what they needed to do in life
Yeah.
to make it happen. Right.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where it bothers me. Right.
And again, this is the type of person, and I don't want to get overly political here, but I'm
Yep.
going to get tiny bit political.
Yeah. Which
He-
you have to.
He votes conservative over and over again because they're for the working man.
Mhm.
But his company is basically a bunch of conservative type people
Mhm.
that are screwing their employees over. And he thinks for some reason conservatives want to help. They don't. They have, I hate Democrats.
Yeah. Of course.
I hate Republicans.
Me too.
But if I have to align with one, I'm going to align with Democrats, because you're going to find more Democrats that actually do care about people than you are Republicans, because the Republicans,
I disagree.
I don't. The Republicans are way more for the corporation than they are the individual.
So and the reason I disagree with you is the fact that I find most Democrats only care about the people that align with them. Okay. They're so pro their type of a thing, right?
I think that's more obvious ever since the Trump shit.
Like right, I
Like
would
before
agree.
Trump, I would not agree with that.
Correct.
But and I'm going to tell you, somebody that aligns with Democrats,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Trump people.
See,
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that's the whole thing. Like you wouldn't care if they weren't around, type of thing.
No, I don't give a shit.
Where me, I still think, right, when it goes to universal health care, it's I don't care that it's you, me, Donald Trump. We should all get the same aspect of that type of thing,
but
right? Like
conservatives don't believe that.
no, right. That's what I'm saying. But I don't feel, I don't feel most of the Democrats feel they want it for themselves. They don't want it for everyone.
No, see,
right?
and I don't necessarily agree with that,
Yeah.
because even though all of Trump's supporters could drop dead and I wouldn't give a shit,
That's it, right?
it's not in my best interest for them to just drop dead.
Oh God, no.
I would be more interested in them actually, growing a brain.
Yeah.
And I guess that's mean to say, but it's kind of how I feel. I want everyone to have health care, because health care is a necessity. It's the thing that pisses me off about conservatives is they're like, well, health care is not a right. The fuck it's not. It's a right, because you can't fucking live without it. And every other developed nation in this world has figured out how to give it to their people. But the richest nation in this world has decided, nah, fuck you, you're on your own.
Well, and we're losing.
And that shit pisses me off more than anything.
But we're losing the richest nation in the world.
And we're going to, because we're too fucking greedy here.
China will annihilate us.
But they don't have to. They're going to annihilate us because of the shit moves that we make and the stupid things that we do. Does the military budget have to be that much more next year? They're not giving it to the fucking troops. They're not giving it to the people that actually do it. They're giving it to defense contractors.
Yep.
They're buying more bombs and more planes and more guns. And I mean,
Oh, did you see that video?
Which one?
Speaking of guns, the per capita.
No.
Don't quote me on things,
Okay.
but
To the best of your memory.
Yeah, the top knowledge things. I don't remember. I didn't remember number 2, but I will tell you, like, I want to say it was like Sweden, Norway, something like that, right? Their gun per person, was like 35 or something like that, right?
35 guns per person, or
maybe something.
35 people per gun.
35 people per gun.
Okay.
Okay. And there was like, no, I don't know how to say it. Like one out of 35 people would own a gun, or however many guns, however you use it. But America, we were sitting at like 128 per person.
Guns per person?
Yeah, it's how much on average we own.
How many you got?
8, 9, something like that.
Let me see.
I want to see if I can find it. So yeah, go ahead and fill some time a little bit.
I got 8.
Yeah, do you?
I got 8.
Yeah. Right, and it was like, holy shit! Like we own. Some of you guys own a shit ton. You know, it was like, I'm gonna see if I can find the video quick. So,
here's something.
Find that
while we're on a tangent of political shit.
Yeah.
I vote.
Yes.
From my family home. So Kalamazoo County, Plainwell is the city. I got a message from the DNC today. They would like me to run.
Really?
I texted them back. I said, I am not an electable candidate.
Yeah.
Because I speak my mind, and my language, to put it nicely, is very colorful.
Yeah.
I did not hear back.
Really?
I didn't. Which, while you're looking for that, we're going to go to an executive that broke down bonuses that a company might look like. Okay.
Yep.
Like when they're figuring these things out. So.
Oh, maybe it was guns per 100 people or something. So yeah, like the average American owns 1.2 guns. So everybody in America owns a gun.
And then another fifth of a gun.
Right, exactly. Type of a thing. Yes, that's
1 and 1/5 guns.
Yes. So like there's enough guns that everybody would have one.
Yep.
Plus there'd be extra.
Yep.
Where like Sweden, 1 out of 35 would own a gun, kind of a thing. Like that's that. Yeah. So that's the best way to kind of describe it. Let me. Oh, yep. United States. So yes, 1.2 is basically what it is. So we would own 1.2 guns per every fucking person. So 1
and 1/5 guns.
Yes. So Asia, Yemen owned basically 1 in every 2 people had a gun. Okay. So every other person has where America, we have every person can have a gun. Plus we have
a little bit more.
Plus we have an extra, right? So out of every 5 people, they have 2. So.
Well, and again, I mean, if you look at my family, my mother, my daughter, my wife, and myself, what'd I say? I have 8 guns?
8, yeah.
So we each have 2.
2, yeah, 2 and a third, or 2/3, yeah, sorry. But right, like, yeah, it blew my mind. Because America's population is 326 million people, and there are so
326 million guns.
393 million guns, right? So the average person owns a gun, which is just really weird to me. Yeah.
Well, and again, I'm one of probably your more leftist friends.
Yeah.
I have 8 guns.
Yeah. Oh, I say that. Yeah, I say, but
because conservatives love to talk about how liberals don't own guns.
Okay.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm a leftist.
Right.
I got 8 guns.
Yeah.
I bought 2 of them during the pandemic because I was worried about fucking psychos.
So you shouldn't have bought guns. You should have bought ammo. Damn it.
Trust me.
But no, so it's you get to that point of where we're at, and it's, man, we have that much extra money to spend and stuff like that. So all right, sorry, your friend. Yeah, repeat what you said. Your friend's a head of a company.
He's not the head of a company, but he's in management, and
sure, okay,
this is kind of how their company does bonuses. So for total company performance, if they hit the profit and or margin that they're looking for, everybody gets 5%.
Yep.
A department bonus if they can achieve an accounts receivable past due under 5%. That's 5% base salary.
Okay.
There are other quick bonuses. Like once they were offered 2% to maintain department payroll under a certain amount. If they could keep financial losses at or below design level, there was another 2%. And if he leaves his company, he gets a 10% bonus if he signs an NDA. Non-disclosure.
Yeah. No. All right. That's kind of. I mean, that's good.
Interesting.
I say I would. I don't see. I don't know what they do, but like, so I would understand an NDA if I knew what they did. But
Yep.
like, I guess I would do as a non-compete for 10%, right?
Yep.
But one thing, I used to work for a company. This is how I got my bonuses because I cheated the system.
Mhm.
Okay, so I worked for an electronics company for a couple of years, like a year maybe.
Radio Shack.
No,
No.
I worked for ABC Warehouse.
Oh yes, I
The
remember.
closest thing to wholesale.
I remember your ABC stories.
Okay, so there used to be things
How
called
are they still in business?
because they sell the closest thing to wholesale.
Okay.
They had things called spiffs, right? So if you sold things that were discontinued or whatever, they'd spiff you out money.
Okay.
So you get a quote unquote bonus for it, right? Because you know, I only made, and I don't even remember what I made because I never made draw. So I made draw, which was like $14 an hour or whatever it was, and then you had to sell, and if you got over that, then you got, you know, a percentage of the amount over.
Yeah.
But and there was discounted stuff. So the older it was, the more discounted it was. But as an employee, you always got $50 off the cost. Okay. The lowest price that they had. So I would go in and and all of us would do it. We'd buy like subwoofers because the cost would be like $55. Well, I get $50 off. So I could buy it for $5. Well, now I get spiffed out on it. Right. So I'm making $25. So that cost me it paid me $20 to buy it.
Right.
So, and it was funny because I was like the first person to put this together because I'm not a fucking moron.
Right.
So what I would do is like every week, every month, however often we put this thing out.
Yeah.
I do inventory. I volunteer to do inventory. Right. And they're like, why is Nick going home with a fucking microwave? Right. Like, why am I going home with the stupidest shit?
Yeah.
And it was because, I mean, here I would basically get paid to get shit and then I can go sell it for whatever because it didn't fucking matter, right? Like my lowest
if you sold a microwave that you got paid $30 to take,
right.
If you sold it for $10, you made $40.
That's exactly it, right? And so like I would sit here and figure out what the spiff is, what this equals, I'd get my discount type of thing, and then boom. So like I'd have supplies and they'd give me a check.
Did they close that loophole?
I don't work for the company. They closed the company the one I worked at, but like, yeah, I don't know.
So that might still be out there. Anybody that wants to make money, go to ABC Warehouse, get a job.
Yeah. So, dude, I made so much more money than everybody else in the fact of how I understood business, right? Like, granted, don't go fuck over a company, but and I did it because I knew that our store was closing, right? Like when you tell me I'm losing my job,
there's no benefit in it.
What do you
anymore.
fucking want from me? Like, so dude, I'd buy video cameras, I'd buy cameras, right? And again, I'm paying $15 out of my own pocket, but I'm getting reimbursed 25, 30, 35. Like, so I made $10 to buy a fucking video camera. Like, you paid me to have this.
Yeah.
Right? So,
and now I'm gonna go sell it for more money.
Yeah. Say that was it, right? Like, I don't care if I sold it for $20. I've already fucking made.
Yeah.
Like, so people are like, hey, is this stolen? Is this a scam? Is it whatever? So like, no, it's just, man, I don't know how to, like, I'm not going to tell you how I did it, but like, dude, like my wife didn't want it, right? That's it always makes, no, my wife just hated it. She fucking didn't like using it. Oh, so it's used? No, it's brand new. I just have another one. Like, come with stupid, you couldn't come up with fucking excuses for this shit. But I will give a shout out to Rockford Fosgate. That no matter what, so if I file once a year, they would let me get as much as I wanted for 90% off.
Okay.
But you had to use it for your stuff, and so they wanted us to build competition cars. So I did that for a long time. And so, we bought a truck, right? And I filled the entire cab, right? 6-foot bed. And I filled the cab with do you remember my Kia Sophia?
No.
Okay, so I owned a Kia Sophia, and I had 8 sets of tweeters in that car.
Okay.
I bought them for $5 a piece, but made like $250 on it, right? Like it didn't have it. Actually, I only had like 2 subs in there, so like the bass wasn't huge, but the sound, the quality was just amazing, right? Like it was one of my favorite sound system setups I've ever owned in my life. But dude, like, and these people are like, why are you buying it? I bet a guy, it was funny. I bet a guy $100 that I could sell. You know those water jugs? I think you have one downstairs.
Yeah.
The water jug. You push the and he's like, no, nobody's ever gonna sell that and blah blah. I was like, fucking bet $100 on it, right? Oh, I sold it that day. I made $100 off of a guy that I would bet, right? And these people just get so pissed off because it's like, dude, people. Oh hey, you're coming in for your kid for a college dorm room refrigerator. You know what he would like? Water. Come check this out, right? And they're like, yeah, that'd be a great fucking idea. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's funny because I can go and I would just give it to him at like lowest price possible kind of thing because I didn't give a shit, right? I was making $100 from this asshole. So
commission on it didn't matter anymore.
No, baby. Like the most I'm making is like $6. Like, yeah, of course I'm doing. And so that's probably why I don't work for that company anymore because I cared more about Nick than
you and I are good salespeople. Like we don't sell,
God no,
but we're good salespeople.
Uh-huh.
So somebody dropped off right around the first of the year, like 6 big screen TVs.
Yeah. Oh, I got one for you.
Oh, sweet.
It's not here, but I can get
That's
one. It's in Muskegon.
One of them didn't have a back on it, but it was like a 65-inch TV, maybe 60. I don't know. Perfectly fine looking TV, and Dawn goes, well, it's broken. We'll just send it to metal. Why? She goes, because you can't sell that for what you're going to want to sell it for. It's broken. I'm like, I can put it down on the floor discounted. She goes, fine, like $40. All right. So I put it out for $50. I sold it in 2 hours.
So what are you getting for scrap? $2?
Yeah, not much.
Right? I mean, let's be honest. Like literally $2, $3, $4, $5, like maximum $5 for fucking.
We probably make about $120 a month on scrap.
A month, right?
A
like
month.
How many TVs is that? Like, all I'm saying is, even if you sold that bitch for $10,
yeah, it's profit,
right? Like,
and I probably could have sold it for more, but she wanted it gone.
Yeah.
So I put it for $50. It was gone within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Because somebody, I mean, literally, they called on Thursday last week and they're like, hey, we want to come in. I'm like, cool. So I booked an appointment and she goes, are there things we can add? I'm like, absolutely. We have stuff all over the floor. So before we even got in the room, because they were early, they wanted to look around the floor to find stuff. And they went and grabbed that TV and then they grabbed a $60 printer and added on $110 worth of shit.
Even better.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
and I'm sitting there going, man, this was a home run.
Yep. I say. And I look at that and that's right. To me, it's funny because like, yeah, it was broken. Let's just scrap it. No, fuck that. I will give you the discounted price of nick $10, right? Like, if I'm scrapping it for, I'm still gonna scrap the fucking thing.
There are times that we have, they'll break something, but it's not really broke.
Yeah.
Dawn wants to then give it to somebody. No, if I can resell that, I'm reselling it. I don't care if I'm reselling it for $20.
Well, I mean, I see for both sides, right? Like, hey, let's give it because it's gonna bring somebody back. Hey, they gave me something. Right?
And there are times we'll do that.
Yep.
But if it's resellable,
oh god, yes,
I'm throwing it back out there for $20.
Yep. Let's see.
She gets pissed at the kids' toys.
Yeah.
And again, I understand where she's coming from. We go to Goodwill, but by the time we get to Goodwill, they've been through all the Goodwill stores, and now they're at the distribution center, and they've been passed up how many times?
Yep.
And I'm selling a kid's toy for $10 because we do have a lot of frustrated parents that come into break room therapy that hate their kids' fucking toys because they leave them all around. So here's a $10 toy you can beat the shit out of.
Yep. Let's say, got the stupid fucking pianos. Let's say, but yeah. So it's just, and it's funny because like you and I look at things so the same, but yet so different.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm sitting here looking at these stupid Buddhas sitting over in the corner and
love them.
I'm like, you should throw them all. I'd pay $2 and break them all. So, these glasses were the greatest save that anybody's ever saved in their life.
Aren't they great?
I really am enjoying mine out of a mug. So
we don't drink out of many coffee mugs, but that was just a fucking home run.
Yeah. So and then other bonuses, right? So I was talking to another friend of mine, and they're like, oh, hey, so for our bonus, right, all we get is you said it, right? We get a turkey. And I was like, okay. So like, do they give you money? They're like, nope, we just get the turkey. And I was like, so they spent $18 on you, right? And like, this is a $1 billion corporation. And they give every employee a turkey. That's it. And I'm like, that makes sense. But the people up top are getting huge money, right? When I worked at Steelcase, they'd always walk around with bonuses, and the top however many guys they'd shake your hand and they'd be like, oh, and it was funny because I was a temp. I was a young cocky fucker. Okay, I'm still young and cocky. I mean, I'm just older and cocky now. And the guy came up and he shook my hand, and I was like, yeah, I'm a temp. And he's like, oh, and I was like, you don't even know my name. And he's like, and I was like, yeah, exactly. You don't know who any of these people are. I was like, I don't know why you're here. Like, you came and shook my hand. You shouldn't, right? Like, you don't even know I'm not an employee, bro. That's how bad it is. And they were just like, what? And granted, I got reprimanded for that, right? Because apparently you're not supposed to tell people that they're fucking stupid and don't know who employees and non-employees are. So I didn't get fired, which was really shocking. Like, like a normal corporation would have fired me.
Yeah.
But like, they're like, and it's funny because all the employees were like, are you that stupid? And I was like, no, I think they
don't
should
give a shit.
I was like, Chris, I know your name, right? Like, or Billy, I know your name. Like, they only look at you as numbers, right? And they're like, no. And I was like, no, they fucking look at you as numbers. Ask me, does that guy who's the CEO know who the fuck you are? And he's like, well, we've met a few times. And I was like, do you want me to call him over here? I was like, I'll see if he fucking remember. He's shaking your hand. You've probably reintroduce yourself for the 10th time, or he was there for like 40 years. I was like, I will ask if he fucking knows your name. My mom worked there for 46 years. I guarantee they don't fucking know who she is.
Yep.
Guaranteed they don't know who she is.
So I can tell you the president of the company I work for and the CEO of the company that owns them has no fucking clue who I am.
And I told you I was on a flight with the HR, the head of HR, right? I was like, oh, where are you going? She's like, Colorado. I was like, oh, business? And she goes, no, I live there.
Yeah.
HR doesn't fucking know who you are. Like, oh, I look at the paper. It says you're clean. It says you're good. Fucking here's your job.
Yep.
Like, people, these companies don't give a shit about you as a person.
No, they don't.
Right? It's the boss cares about you because they're working with you every day and you're going to build that relationship. But like,
your boss.
Yes.
Maybe their boss.
Maybe.
But
right?
that's where it ends.
Yeah. That's it. Right? Like, there's no more to this.
My company brought me in. They brought everybody in to meet the new vice president of our area.
Oh, sweet.
And this was probably about a year and a half ago. And my boss at the time used that as ability to take us, that we're under her out to lunch.
Yeah.
Which fine, whatever.
Great.
I didn't want to go in because I never want to go in.
Because you're an asshole.
And they knew it.
Yeah.
Because they even said, well, David's here, but only under protest. Yes, under protest.
Fact.
And then we went on the cruise.
Yep.
It was when we went on the cruise.
Okay.
We get on the boat and Christy texts me on the boat. Oh, the vice president you just met? Yeah, he's gone.
Already?
Effective immediately.
Oh, shit.
He hadn't been there a year. He hadn't been there 6 months. And he was gone. And really, we didn't get into why or what was going on. It was just, it was what it was. Okay. So,
Yeah, sorry. So I'm lost currently. It's now past 5:00. Parents are out. We had a snow day here in Michigan. All right, just to let everybody know, it snowed like crazy. Honestly, I don't think we should have had a snow day.
No, it wasn't that bad out today.
Hey, plow trucks, first time ever fucking going out this year.
Yeah,
literally. And they did a really shitty fucking job. I don't want to sell it short. Like, my street wasn't even plowed, and I don't think it still is. And granted, I have a side street, like the main ones type of thing. But like, just wow, like this is your first outing. Anyway, so school was canceled, and then I had a bowling match today.
Yep.
And we somehow still had a match. And
usually that doesn't happen.
Right. And I've asked these kids, and I get their kids. I've asked them all, hey, do you all have access to your email? Yes. Yep. Great.
But they never check it.
Right, exactly. And so I was like, and so I texted them all, hey, we're having, so now I have like 4 parents going, hey, I just got your email. I didn't realize that we had a match. I thought it was going to be canceled because we had no school. And I was like, I understand where you're coming from. I do. I'm not mad that you missed it. I'm not anything, but like, I'm just trying to catch up with these parents and let them know, hey, look, shit happens. We won. I don't care. Right. Like, so yeah, if I'm sidetracked, it's just because I'm trying to do 2 jobs at once.
Yeah.
So, we should restart our live.
Okay.
So
we can definitely do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think when okay, you don't have to give bonuses, right?
No, you definitely don't have to.
And they should be appreciated when they're given. But to me, a $25 gift card and a fucking bag of candy is not.
It's an embarrassment. It's a slap in the face.
Correct, right?
Tell me you don't give a shit about me without telling me you don't give a shit about me.
Right. Shove it up your ass, right? But I think and $250, that's fine with me, right? Like it's depending on what you make, right? Everything should be based off of a salary. But I think if you gave everybody 1 extra paycheck, I think you'd be good.
Yeah.
Right? Like that. So whatever they take, I can't even say take home, but like, so give them the full paycheck and then the taxes will take a little bit more. So they'll have less than their take home. But let's say we're restarting TikTok real quick. So TikTok, just to let all of you know that's coming in, we are talking about bonuses. If you have a bonus that you get from work, let us know what your bonuses are. I'd like to see what other countries do.
Right? I would too.
Yeah.
We don't have very many contacts, but we do have international listeners to Bucks and Brews. So some of our international listeners, please reach out to us. We are everywhere. You can find us everywhere, but go to bucksandbrews.com. That's got all our links.
Yeah.
And you can, let us know what other companies do for bonuses.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a big deal in some other countries because in all honesty,
they're
countries.
Well.
Yeah. Well, and countries also take care of people.
Yeah.
Not here.
Right.
But in other countries.
Right.
I shared a TikTok with you earlier and
I haven't watched
again
the last little bit.
One of my pet peeves. They were basically talking about how workers in the US are stuck because health insurance is tied to your job.
100%.
So it's hard for people that live in this country to feel like they have the ability to leave a bad job if they have health insurance because health insurance is so expensive. And if you do leave, there's that gap between when you had insurance and when you're going to have it again.
I don't know if it's bad to talk about things that and you'll understand when I say this. So I was in a meeting last night. So I'm a magician, as some of you know or don't know. I do magic. Invitation to go live together.
I don't know any of these people.
It's gonna decline that bad boy.
All right. Nick says no.
But I will say, so my buddy just retired.
Mm-hmm.
He is. It's funny because he fucking said he retired early. Okay, he's 62.
I mean, technically, that's retiring early.
Yeah, blows my mind. And he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be really expensive. I have Cobra, and I'm paying $20,000 a year." And I was like, "What the shit?" Like, and because he asked me, he's like, "Hey, you own a business? How do you do insurance?" And I was like, "Honestly, my wife still works." And I was like, because she wants to, right? Like, if I had it my way, we'd be traveling so many other countries and doing so much other stuff. Invite others to co-host and let's make new friends. No, but right, so $20,000, that's just his share of it, right?
Yeah.
He's paying Cobra, so $20,000 a year. And I was like, that's insane. Like, how are you going to do this?
I used to work in the billing department for our company.
Yeah.
So I saw what small businesses were paying monthly.
Yeah.
Just for, an employee. And I would sit there and go, I don't know how anybody affords this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't think $15 should be there. Right. These small, like, again, you can't afford, you don't have health insurance for everybody.
No.
Right. So
couldn't afford to do it.
Correct. So,
well, and in that same TikTok, they were talking about how if you didn't tie health insurance to a job, how much better it'd be for small businesses, because then they don't have to worry about premiums. And they're not wrong.
Yep.
Because premiums are out of freaking control for health coverage.
Dude, and it's funny because we are blessed. Blessed. I've worked my fucking ass off to have the money I have. Okay. And I always tell my wife to get the highest deductible. This year, it bit us in the ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to the hospital. She now has 2 ultrasounds. Oh, nope. She went this year. So this is a new year.
Yeah, new year.
But she had one before the new year. And then I had one. I went in the hospital. I did whatever. So we paid some money last year. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? And then this year, now she's starting us out. She had an ultrasound today. It's not for a kid. I absolutely wish it was, but it's just, it's crazy. And I always tell her, hey, look, because and it's funny because I say it with pride, right? I keep my wife broke, right? But I do it in a financially smart way.
Right.
Look, you're gonna max out your HSA. You're gonna do this. Oh, we have this amount of money in there, and I was like, yeah, but wait till one bill comes. And she bitched. She didn't bitch, but she's like, oh, that was a $1,500 doctor. Just for me to go to the hospital. It was like $500 for a fucking copay and $1,000 for whatever. Plus, we have all these other bills. So $4,000 for me to go to the hospital for them to and I still don't have a fucking call from the referral place, right? Like that's what pisses me off. But so I spent $4,000 for nothing, right? And why do you think men, especially, don't go to the freaking doctor?
It's too fucking expensive.
You were going to charge me to tell me, hey, oh, you had nothing, right? Like, so it's really weird to me. And so I think there needs to be a change in the system. There needs to be a change in where we're headed and what we're doing and how, and I honestly, it's funny because we were talking about it earlier, how you guys can afford it. And I don't think $15 minimum wage. And I don't think that companies should be forced to pay whatever, but they're forced on their own because, like, especially right now, because it was so hard to find employees for like factories and things. I think it's slowing down. McDonald's went up to 15 because they're forced to try to get employees to come in. But if we had it to the point where insurance wasn't the issue, you then go choose to figure out where you want to be, right? You'd enjoy where you work, right? And corporations. So, like, if everybody had the exact same thing, it would just cost a generic. You knew the price, right? Like, if you asked me currently, right, how much it costs to have an employee, I wouldn't be able to tell you an answer. I wish I could. You'd have a better guess because you probably looked into it. But, like, I don't know what it would cost me because my buddy, he's like, oh, we offer insurance now. And he is a small company. He's like, we offer insurance. And I was like, but his wife quit his job. So they have, now the company has insurance. But
seeing one of the things that pisses me off about especially the insurance and the taxes issue here is the arguments that you'll get. So they don't want universal health care in the United States because you'll wait forever to see a doctor. All right, you already wait forever to see a doctor. So Dawn has a real scratchy throat. By the end of the weekend, she can't talk. I mean, her voice is gone. And that's been a last 3 or 4 week thing. So she went to her doctor and they're like, yeah, you got a lump in your throat. We're not really sure what it is. We're not going to freak out about it, but we're going to send you to an ENT to check it out. This was last week. Soonest they can get her in, February 9th. So you're waiting over a month to see a doctor for a lump in your throat. And of course, you know me, if you have a lump, the first thing I think of is cancer.
Sure.
But it's going to take over a month to find out because you can't get into anybody anytime soon. When I was having my issue with my prostatitis, it took me 2 months to get into a doctor for that specific thing. Again, you can tell me that Canada or the UK or whatever has these same issues with waiting, but we have that issue with waiting and we're paying out the ass for it. They're not. And you can sit there and say, well, do you really want to be taxed at 50%? I'm okay being taxed at 50% if I see where my money's going. If it's helping me, if it's paying for my health coverage, if it's, helping supplement wages for low income people, things that could help, lunches for kids in school.
Yep.
I'm okay with those things.
110%, always.
I'm great with all of that shit.
So, my daughter's going on a field trip, and this isn't a fucking brag, but it's $16 per person, right? And granted, I do live in I know they're not going to take me out, but like I know that I live in a
well-off
privileged fucking area, and it's $16 per. I just sent an email back to the teacher, and I was like, hey, if anybody needs sponsored for this, whatever the hell you guys call it, sponsorship, if anybody needs the fucking money to go, just let me know. I will write you a check and I will give you cash. It's not like I'm spending $1 billion. I mean, it's let's say all 26 kids or whatever the hell it is. My kid's number 26 or 28. I don't remember. If all of them need it, that's not that much money. Like here, like
$500 maybe.
Exactly. Right. Like kind of a thing. And so she's like, all right, cool. Like, we'll let you know. But, you got to just get that type of a thing figured out. Like, I don't understand why we're at this point where we can't, like, our taxes on tobacco, what's it going to? Our taxes on fucking fuel, what's it going towards? Our taxes for state taxes, like, why are we not the most rewarded country, or
well, the answer is simple.
Nation in the world, right?
Because we're run by a corporation.
It's a fact.
Many corporations. Yeah. When you look at laws that are passed, so I was loud. It takes.
Sorry, my you have to call me Dragon Cup. Just hit the microphone.
It takes forever to get sensible legislation passed that could help people, but it takes no time to get a bill that would help, let's say Disney passed, or BP, or Exxon.
So you say BP. It's funny. You remember the oil spill, like, I don't know, 15 years ago?
Okay.
Right? I still have never used a BP.
Really?
I refuse to use it. I will tell you, I may have stopped at one to take a piss because I figured I'm using their water and that's free. But like, I didn't buy anything. I won't support it. And my wife's like, well, the person that owns that is a local owner. So, and I'm like, yep, no, can't do it.
They chose who to partner with.
Yep. And that's exactly, like, since that oil spill, and because they didn't get fined for shit and type of thing, no, I will never support that. So I do not support a BP, right?
I always vote with my money.
Yep.
So I won't go to Hobby Lobby because they're anti-gay.
Yeah.
I won't eat at Chick-fil-A because they're anti-gay.
Yeah. It's funny, I don't either, right?
Yeah.
But
and people tell me all the time, oh, it's the greatest fast food chicken there is. I don't care.
Well,
it tastes like hate.
It's funny because it's really hard to me, because on this health kick, they're the only place that offers grilled chicken nuggets. And so it's like, all right, I'd like to have grilled chicken nuggets. But
you won't.
I'll just go to Applebee's and get a grilled chicken, or I'll go to Culver's. Granted, I haven't heard much about them, and but yes, Chick-fil-A, with how out they are and how shitty of humans they are, I just won't do it. So,
well, they talk how about how great they are to their workers. That's nice. I'm glad they're good to their workers.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yep.
I always look at Costco. So
Costco's a decent company from what I understand.
Yeah, you don't have a Costco membership.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Well, no, excuse me. Let me be clear on this.
Did.
Nope.
Okay.
I have never owned a Costco membership. Okay. I have paid for all of them. My wife, because you get 2 per household, quote unquote. My wife and my mother have a Costco membership. I do not have a Costco membership.
Their drink and hot dog deal is the same price as it was in 1984.
$1.50. It's been the same.
And it's a good hot dog.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a great hot dog. It's three-quarter pound.
But they take care of their employees too.
Yep, they do.
People enjoy working there.
A really good friend of mine actually works there.
And you can't tell me that Sam's couldn't do the same thing, or Walmart couldn't do the same thing. All these companies could do the same thing. They don't want to.
No, Walmart gets the fucking kickbacks.
Well, and not only that, Walmart is the biggest user of social programs.
Invite. Let's go live together. Let's
all
try
right.
it. Fuck it. Let's try it.
Nick wants to go live with somebody on TikTok, so we'll send an invite there.
So,
see
what their company gives.
That won't be good for our listeners, though.
Why?
Because they won't be able to hear him.
Oh, I say on here. But
Anyways, but yeah, when you look at Walmart, their money's going to the Walton family and their CEO and the vice presidents, and it's not going to the workers because they're using state-backed insurance and WIC benefits to supplement their income because they have no money.
Correct. So, I think, I don't know. I think when it comes to company bonuses, you have to look at it. And it's funny because I find, the problem I have with Charles Dickens' book, we go
Christmas Carol?
Yep, A Christmas Carol. Is everything that's like A Christmas Carol. They always have an epiphany that they have to be good human beings. In this real world, no corporation has an epiphany.
Ever.
Right? It is that they are Scrooges. And it's funny because, like, you think that a company giving $1 million is a huge company. Like, they did such good things. And it's funny because I think that way a lot. I'm like, oh, they do more. But they made $10 billion. 1 million of 10 billion is
nothing.
A penny
it's
to
nothing.
A penny to $1.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a penny to, but
it's
like,
a penny to $100.
Right. Like, it's a penny to
or $1,000.
Right. It is nothing. Right. So, I understand where things are coming from, but when the average is less than $1, again, going back to our buddy, when the average bonus you gave is less than $1, or sorry, less than 1 hour's worth of everybody's combined work for the entire year, not even a week, not even a day, not whatever, 1 hour of a year, and that's what you gave for a bonus.
You just don't care about your employees.
And I get it if you didn't make money, but you made $75 million. 75, and you couldn't give more than 1 hour's worth of total. I get it if you're in my shoes. It's funny because I see it from my side where it's like, hey, everything can go belly up yesterday, right? Everything can do this. This company's been in the business for a long time now. Their net worth is, what I read, like close to $1 billion, right? They're close. And you're giving $6,500 fucking dollars. Like, dude, you step up your fucking game, right?
Well,
that's where bonuses and sure, if you don't want to do a raise because you don't want to guarantee the money, give a bonus. It's not guaranteed. It's one time guarantee, one time, and if next year you don't make the money, okay, don't give it as much, right? But still give. But like, oh hey, we didn't make the same amount of money. We can only give you this amount, right? You gave $1,000, great. We can only give you 500 this time because we made half of what we made last year. But you're like, nobody in that fucking world is going hungry. Tell me if the DeVosses, gave out whatever. Are they going hungry? No, they're still eating, right? You eat nothing of your life changed except for you didn't see the big bill go higher, right?
So
like, I know that all mine won't come until I'm old in life, which sucks. But then I'll give, right? I give now the bits I can, right? Again, we're talking about my kids' school. I try to take care of my employees, whatever aspect of things. I try to do the things I can. But I know later in life, that's who I am as a person, right? I mean, I'm coaching for fucking
nothing,
pennies, right? Like,
I rail on billionaires more than anybody here,
of course.
And the reason I rail on billionaires here is because I know fundamentally that none of them are self-made. They all come from some kind of money from
or luck.
What luck?
Oh, ask Mark Cuban, right? You have to find the right person at the right time.
Okay, maybe. But for the most part, they come from some kind of money. People gave them money to start doing what they are doing.
God, yes.
Bezos didn't just happen upon Amazon.
He did.
No, he didn't.
His parents funded it a little bit.
More than a little bit.
Not much. What was 20K?
Oh no, it was way more than that.
No.
Yeah.
How much?
I don't remember.
Anyway, so but right, like, and you look at like Trump, his dad gave him $1 million, whatever.
More than once.
say, right? But like, it's funny because Trump is all about timing, and he's just too stupid not to get out of the timing, right? But I think that's just because he can't sell, right? I think he's a horrible salesman. No, okay, he's a 54 million. Sorry. But like, you look at Microsoft, Bill Gates. How much did his parents give him?
Oh, they not only did they give him, but his mother worked for IBM.
Right. So and got him into it,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So, but
300,000.
yeah, 300K, which but dude, you can't hate. He turned it into $1 trillion.
Yeah, but how did he do that?
Trillion.
How did he do that?
Oh, he fucks over everybody.
Everybody. So yes, I can hate.
And
I absolutely can hate.
Okay, this is because I don't think that, what is it called? Amazon is in other countries.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Do they run the same?
I don't know.
Okay, but I will tell you, America, right? If you hate Jeff Bezos and you have Amazon, you're the problem.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to be clear on this, right? I have Amazon. Okay. I don't. My wife has it. But it's funny because my wife has it, right? I could go my whole life. I actually just found out, and I think every last person should fucking do this. They'll change their policy. Did you know if you spend $35 on Amazon, it's free shipping?
Yeah.
You knew that. I didn't know that until I read it in a comment the other day. Because somebody was like, "Hey, we're thinking about getting rid of Amazon Prime. How's life on the other side?" And I was like, because like when I go on, I buy $100 of smoke detectors, right? I've never, Temu is different, right? I spend $10 but like Amazon, I've never spent less than $35, right? Like,
I do all the time.
Not that I'm aware of, right? But all my point is okay. So do you know it's free shipping, right? Do you know how it's free shipping? The United States taxpayer fucking pays that bill. So that way the United States Postal Service fucking ships, right? Like we officially pay. So you're paying a membership of $100 and then paying taxes for this person to fucking be able to ship for free. Like that's the thing that bothers me so much about America is they don't read into.
They don't look
like you're fucking paying it. Like
so, and I'll speak to this because I have a Prime membership. I have really cut back on my usage of Amazon. And
doesn't matter.
Well, and I told Dawn, I said, we need to get to the point where we're just not using it anymore. So I've started pricing things out so that we don't have to use them. Like there are things we'll get for break room therapy that are small business wise, and we found them on Amazon.
Sure.
And now we've cut Amazon out and we just buy directly through the company. We don't get as good of a deal, but I don't give a shit.
Right. Well, so I bring up smoke detectors just because I was looking at them the other day, and I actually spent more going to Menards, which is still a really shitty company. But I bought it at Menards versus going on Amazon because it's funny because like I go through phases, right? Like of like, hey, I'll support the shit out of it and then I'll hate people. But I'm preaching to you guys to stop fucking doing this. I tell you, it's my wife's, and my wife is, you can agree,
very, very leftist,
very fucking liberal, right? Like, and she hates that I say that. And I'm like, are you fucking?
She is though.
Facts are facts.
Own it,
right? Like, but
I'm not a Democrat, but I'm absolutely leftist,
right? Like and trust me, I am way more right than most people, right? Break room therapy. Thank you so much. Let's invite him. So, no, don't. But thanks for the likes. We appreciate it. But my wife is very, very liberal, and everybody's like, and it's funny because like all of my right wing people are like, you're married to her, and then all of my left wing people are like, you're married to him. It's because I'm here. Like socially, Courtney and I agree upon a lot.
You're not right wing. You're very much a moderate.
Very much like if there was a fucking middle, how you've met Nick Watkins.
Yeah.
Like
There are things you're very conservative on, but there are a lot of things you're very liberal on.
Very much. Like you're gonna sit here and you know, it's so that's why it's very fun to me. Like we're gonna talk about corporations, and I think that corporations need to step up their game. They need to be good human beings, and that's what I hate is like in everything in life. Okay, so like life is so different than fairy tale fucking land to me. Okay, and it's funny because my brain can comprehend two different things.
Like Dickens.
Exactly, right? There's always a fucking happy ending. Okay, in life, there's not a fucking happy ending. Let me be clear on this. It's never happened. Okay. I love companies that are employee owned. How are you employee owned and can still fire a fucking owner?
That's a good question.
Exactly. Like, so get the fuck out of here with this. No, you were employee owned because you guys make fucking the money of what you earn, but you still have the ability to fucking fire. No, that's not, that's an ownership, right? David, if you wanted to fucking fire somebody, can you?
Yeah.
If you want to hire somebody, can you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's called ownership.
Yeah.
Now, if I walked in here and said, "Hey, you're an employee-owned company," okay, I now own. If I handed you $10,000, could you fire me?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Like now, if I handed you $10,000 and it's employee-owned, can you fire me?
I technically
no, because I fucking own this goddamn thing. Right. Like, no, it just means they're invested. Yes, you're an investor. That is not owned. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. Let's see what this person has. I'm really all about trolling people right now. Oh, that was fun. So sorry, we had a TikTok viewer that just wanted to join us, and I got really happy about it because I was gonna just give him shit.
So I mean, we're an hour and a half in.
We are.
And I think we've exhausted the bonus part.
Yeah. So let's go back to say just real quick. I want to go back to what we're doing for the year.
Yeah.
Right. I would love to have on. You sent me a video, or a thing. I don't know what a thing is. A TikTok or a Facebook message from one of our guests we've had on like 3 times now, Jesse De Silva.
I took a picture of her book.
You did,
and
okay.
I shared it out.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's on Betty's page. So she's now doing some book tours. She's supposed to come in here. I'd like to have her back on this year.
Absolutely.
Adam is doing great things, and he's promoting a lot of other people's stuff, and his TikTok viewership is growing. I'd love to have him on this year. But we want to get specific. Also, I'd like to do coins. I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah, we definitely need to have Brent back.
I'd love to do it because the knowledge that we kind of got, granted, I've fallen off, but I think if we hit back on it, people will get back into it and things like that.
Oh yeah.
So this year, guys, if you have anything that you want to tell us about, please let us know.
You want me to say yes?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Hey, what's going on? David. Hola, ¿cómo está?
All right.
So he says hi to me,
and then
I speak Spanish back, and he doesn't.
Yeah, he's the same way. So
it's funny. You look brown.
I definitely do look because I am brown.
But so you guys, if you have a topic you want to touch on, like let's do it.
Yeah, I know we're gonna have a couple authors on this year because we have to talk to Mr. Seawick, who is now a published author.
A published author, and then some.
Jesse, of course, we want to talk to again. I'd like to do some more business focused episodes.
I would absolutely love it.
But I also want to know what our listeners want to hear about because we're all about pleasing the listeners. So, Nick, how are your beers?
So Big Lake Brewing, the Sparty Party. It was exactly what I thought. Excuse me, exactly what I thought it was. That's a generic IPA, right? Like I called it juicy. Now you go to Lagunitas Island Beats.
Have you had that one before?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a great beer. Excuse me. Jeez. It's a juicy citrus, right? You get a lot of that forward. It's only a 5%. It's not bad, but you're getting a lot of flavor. You're getting a lot of notes. You're getting a lot of things that are coming through it. And then, of course, I finished up with After Dinner Mint, what a wonderful way to end the night.
That
Beautiful drink.
That's like
Right?
drinking an Andes Mint.
That's great. Like
Yeah.
if it was nitro, it'd be creamier. It'd
So
be
much
so
better.
much better,
Yes.
right? Like so.
Agreed.
But so guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family.
We're getting back into the cycle again now that
We're hoping.
holidays are over, and you'll probably see us weekly again for the foreseeable future. We'll have the baseball episode coming up sometime next month, hopefully.
Yeah, say I was only a few days left.
Yeah,
Opening day, baby. I'm excited.
I can't wait. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll talk to you again real soon.
You've dialed in.
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these
Because
stuff.
they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Brews.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and Brews.